Oh, yeah.
Guys, welcome to our magical mystery show.
Oh, my goodness gracious. It is I, Mr. D. Moss, here to guide you on your wondrous journey.
All right, let's tone her a little down. I got a little bit too.
Oh, heavens.
Okay, that's magic level 10. Let's go like magic level 2.
That's like barely magic at all, I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah, well, okay, but compare it to normal life, which is magic level 0. All right?
Yeah, that's an infinitely increased amount.
Yeah, so, we don't... Just to be... First of all, to be mysterious is nothing.
How about, hello?
Okay, that's pretty good.
Thank you.
It's not great.
Appreciate that.
Like, maybe a 2 is, like a D&D warlock.
Remember the, did you ever see... You saw the movie Aladdin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember the trader in the beginning? That's what I'm kind of seeing right now.
Wasn't he also voiced by Robin Williams?
It was the genie. Just you find that out later.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
But that's what I'm kind of imagining the 2 is at. He's kind of like, "Hello, travelers."
Like you definitely know he's magic.
Wares?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I'll give it to you,
guys. Imagine that.
That's the exact
Trademark.
show. The exact show you're getting today, guys.
Yeah, dude.
That's how magical and mysterious it is. Also, we're not going to be talking about mysteries at all.
Did you ever hear the theories that takes place in like a post-apocalyptic deal?
Dude, everything takes place in the post-apocalypse.
Yeah, but like as far as the theories I saw put out, I thought it was pretty interesting. Not that I remember any of them, but at the time when I was reading them, I was like, ah.
Dude, there's a theory for everything. You hear that one about the Rugrats where Angelica's imagining all the babies?
Yeah, I did hear that. That one's scary.
It's not only scary, but it's stupid. Just like any other theory put in place about a children's show.
Dude, that was actually kind of true in a real show. It's a show called St. Elsewhere.
They revealed that. That wasn't a theory.
Well, yeah, but like it was like like one of those twist things that was like really weird.
Listen, well, no, it turned out to be an autistic child's
It was an autistic child's dream.
Regardless, it wasn't the best thing named St. Elsewhere, which is, of course, the Gnarls Barkley album.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, that kind of had to do with our conversation, which really had nothing to do with anything.
It sure didn't.
Guys, welcome back. This is what happens when we take a week off.
It feels like 2 weeks.
Actually,
it feels like an unbelievably long amount of time.
Dude,
I'm not sure we've ever done
back to work today. That probably was like an alien experience.
Yeah, guys, I took about a week and a half off from work for various reasons. I had both of my knees replaced with fake knees.
They were religious knee replacements.
Because I was tired of not being able to detect bad weather by saying matric knees going. So now I can do that times 2. One detects snow, one detects hot. Still can't detect rain.
I liked religious knee replacement.
It's so I can kneel even more.
Yeah, there
kneel
you go.
harder,
Yeah,
I'm gonna get the tip of my head replaced with a metal plate so I can really bow
touch
down
that
to
ground.
I want to really point at
I thought
Mecca
you were
more
gonna
often.
get a yarmulke surgically implanted on.
Yeah,
also.
I'm every religion.
Dude, the Pope wears a skull cap. Probably doesn't call it a yarmulke.
Probably doesn't call it a skull cap.
That's what they're called. They're called skull caps.
No way is the Pope wearing a skull cap.
That's what it's called.
Like what? He's Tupac now.
Dude, I'm looking this up right now.
Okay, what is Google going to have the answer? What does the Pope call his hat that isn't the mitre?
Yeah, I think it's just called a skull cap.
And say, what? No, dude, whatever. It's not
just whatever, man.
Guys, we had a very relaxing vacation, very rejuvenating, invigorating.
For those of you who don't know,
refreshing.
We took our yearly pilgrimage down to Baltimore.
Yes, sir.
To Otakon, which is always a good fun.
Always good fun.
Always.
It's been a long time since we've spoken English.
Singular good fun, just the one.
Speaking nothing but that Nihongese.
But yeah, guys, we had a lot of fun there. And then when we came back, there was a little surprise waiting on Tomsey's doorstep.
Oh, it was no surprise.
I ordered a baby.
I ordered it.
Oh, you ordered a baby?
No.
Oh,
what? I don't care about babies.
I said, yeah.
Get out of here with this baby talk. There was a baby, and I threw it in the garbage.
That seems harsh.
Whatever, guys. A game came out. Do we have enough in the first bit of this? I guess we're gonna have to.
Yeah, dude, we got it.
All right. A game by Atlas just came out, guys, called Dragon's Crown. Yeah. And anyway, I was super pumped about it because my BFF for life, Epic Name Bro, did a few videos on it, which you may have seen if you watch the channel. But a game is essentially a beat 'em up style game with RPG elements. That's super duper fun. I think we talked briefly about it.
We talked about how we were excited for it before, and now we are excited for it. Also, it's a zucchetto.
Of course it's a zucchetto. That's what I said.
Oh, it's Italian for small pumpkin. Yeah, guys.
Those Italians got a word for everything.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah, how come we don't have a small pumpkin word? Do we call it like a
I think it's a child's laundry. I don't think we have a word for it.
a mid squash? I don't know.
Anyway, guys, yeah. So we were playing. We got Dragon's Crown. Tom C started playing.
I put all the money down.
Okay, I'm saying the royal we.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Me and the queen got it? Is that what
Yes,
it is?
you and the queen. You put
Right.
your two pence together.
That's true.
Tom C got it, and he was playing it a little before. Then I came over and I played it, and we both enjoyed it quite a lot.
He hijacked my run, guys. Here's the deal. I was playing as the Amazon, which is my favorite class by far so far. I've only played as 2
I was
so
gonna
far.
say, you only played as 2.
Boo, it still matters. But the Amazon is really hot, which we're not going to talk about.
Yeah, let's
Gonna
not
skip
talk about
that.
any of that. Just avoid that.
The point is, the Amazon is a super fun fighting style because it's the one that most immediately rewards good play as opposed to every other character, which just does a lot of damage. Because the way the Amazon work is, the more you hit and the less you get hit, the more damage and more speed you have.
Yeah.
And it makes a huge difference. Because I played as the Amazon or the Rogue. Or the Rogue. Or is it Archer? What's it called?
Archer.
Yeah.
That was just called the elf.
I don't remember, actually. I never looked it up.
Because the one's just the dwarf.
Yeah, that's probably true.
So I think it's just the elf.
Anyway.
Not that it matters.
But
the Archer
she
class.
shoots the bow.
She shoots the arrows.
Shoots the bow, the zucchetta, you know?
Yeah, she shoots full pumpkins at him.
And that run, I'm playing essentially 2 runs, guys, because the way it works is actually pretty smart. Because you know how we were confused about the bag system?
Yeah.
So what happens is I just made a new character in that data save, and so all the items we earned and all
That's smart.
characters we resurrected still apply to my new run.
That makes too much sense.
Yeah, so like
you can just retire, quote unquote, your Amazon, just not use her.
Yeah.
And just go back and do all the levels that we did.
well, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
no,
makes-
the story starts anew from the new character. What I'm saying is like your Amazon just sits there and where you were. Like that
Right.
progress remains. But then you go play as the elf and the whole game starts again. But all the stuff is still accessible for your Amazon.
Right.
But all your items that you got as the Amazon are still accessible for your new character. Like it all carries over to another run.
No, I got you. I like that.
Yeah, it's good because it really does want you to experiment with new classes and try new things without any kind of punishment.
Yeah, it's definitely a game that definitely seems like it wants you to play, which is weird. But there,
What does that mean?
like it's a game that like you it makes you feel like it wants you to explore every facet of the game. I've played a lot of games where it's just kind of like, it just kind of feels like you're going through the motions a little bit, and you're just kind of like, all right, let's just see what's down this hallway. All right, probably a boss battle coming up. Can't use my grenades yet. But this game, you're just kind of like, oh, that's cool. I like the Amazon, but I wonder what the Archer does, so I'm going to go back and start over, but still keep the Amazon where I am.
Yeah.
And do all this other stuff. It definitely, like I said, it feels like it wants you to explore it as opposed to just kind of being a one and done thing. It definitely encourages a lot of replay.
It has a lot of replay value, guys, because of randomly generated loot, but then after you've beaten all the difficulties, randomly generated dungeons.
Which is like the only thing you liked about Diablo, right? Diablo 3?
Well, any game of that variety, any like a Torchlight or something like that. I've always been surprised Borderlands doesn't have that because it makes too much sense.
Yeah, but I feel like it'd be more difficult for Borderlands. Also, I think that's what's supposed to be like the Moxie stuff was kind of supposed to be like that.
I don't think those were ever a randomly generated dungeon.
No, but they weren't. But they were randomly generated enemies, I think.
I don't know if it was or not, but regardless, because every other game of this Diablo-style clone games where it's basically about looting or getting loot, they always have randomly generated dungeons because it's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the game really encourages replays, repeat runs or whatever. And the thing is, eventually you get an option to just like continuously do levels for more experience points and better items and stuff.
Yeah,
and I like that feature a lot.
Got there.
Yeah, because it basically makes because it is a game that encourages grinding, but the grinding's pretty fun. And it's not like grinding.
No, it never feels like World of Warcraft grinding. Where
No,
you're like,
yeah.
Kill 10 sheep.
No.
Then give the sheep bones to the farmer to make a sheep stew.
Because the combat's actually pretty fun and pretty satisfying.
Yeah,
So
guys, sorry.
Go on, please.
Guys, I like I said, we've both been playing it. I've been playing as the sorceress, which was described as the expert class, but also described as the class D-Mark was going to play regardless.
The archer, the elf is also described as an expert class.
Yeah. I don't really know why the sorceress is considered an expert class, because
Yeah.
the only thing that's challenging about her is resource management. And that's pretty much it, because...
Yeah, for new players, don't get discouraged by those things saying what difficulty of a class is, because it's really not true.
I mean...
I hopped right into the archer, and it was easy as can be.
Yeah, that's true. But you had already played it a little bit.
True, but I still think it would have been too tough.
Probably. Because I've had no trouble playing as a sorceress. The way the sorceress works is that she has a very weak basic attack, and she has stronger attacks that she uses with the I'm going to call it the heavy slash button, the circle button. And she has stronger attacks that she uses through that. But then also, and the Amazon gets a few of these, not as many, but they also get spells that you can use a limited number of times per dungeon.
I think every character gets some variety of this.
Probably, but the sorceress, the sorceress and the warlock, I would guess would get the most.
Probably.
And they're more powerful than what a lot of like the Amazon gets and stuff, because you have and their uses increase the more you put levels into them. But it's really important to not use them all early on. It's really easy to get in the habit of like throwing rocks at people or like using your thundercloud. But then when you come to the boss at the end of the level, you're just kind of like, oh crap, I don't have anything.
There's been a few occasions where you've run out of stuff and it kind of was a problem.
Yeah.
Or you weren't able to use it because of a boss, which sucked a lot of dogs.
that was bad.
That boss is really hard.
Also, and her strong attacks require her magic points to be at a certain level, and you charge them with your... you charge them either by blocking, or you can get a skill that charges them through her really weak basic attack.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. Really, the only thing challenging about her is the resource management.
Occasionally, got to sit down and charge your magic.
Yeah, if you're just in the mood to play for a class that just goes in and wrecks people's faces off, it's not the class for you. But it can be a very rewarding thing. It can
and
be
an extremely powerful one.
Yeah, very much so. But as you said, I've never gotten frustrated. I only really have one big, not even complaint. But I only feel like the game really has one big drawback to me, and I talked to you a little bit about this.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I agreed, but I still don't think I agree.
Well, guys,
but you're not wrong.
Okay,
a lot of people would probably find it a drawback.
It's a very, very hectic game, and that does sometimes work to its detriment, especially for classes that require a lot of precision. I don't know how many of them there are, but I know the Amazon is at least one.
The Amazon wants you to parry a lot, and parrying is a very specific thing where you have to block right as someone's attacking you. It can be very hard with all the stuff going on.
Yeah, especially like, the first time we played, and it won't happen all the time, but the first time we played, we had 3 sorceresses in the party because you chose 2 and I was playing as one.
Yeah.
And I had no idea what was going on because we were casting so many spells. It just really got hectic and it really got confusing, and that was not really all that much fun. But after we kind of like parsed it out and figured out what we were doing a little more, I got more used to how the controls and everything.
Yeah.
But did you ever in the arcades? Did you ever play those like side-scrolling beat 'em ups? That this is definitely kind of like the X
Streets of Rage kind of thing.
Yeah, something like that. But like X-Men was one. There was an Avengers one before.
I used to play some, not very many, but I did play a couple.
There was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one. I think.
Was that Turtles in Time?
No, I think Turtles in Time was for consoles. Regardless,
I think it was released on both.
Possibly, I don't know. But regardless, I think what Dragon's Crown could really benefit from is a wider field of play. I feel compared to even those old arcade games where you had a lot of the screen to move up and down from.
Yeah.
The Dragon's Crown sometimes feels very cramped to me. Mm-hmm. And I know that's partly to make room for a lot of like the backgrounds and stuff. And there's like secret passages you're going through. But I feel like sometimes it just gets a little too cramped, and I'd like to be able to move up or move down just a little more than I can.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you've run into that, but
well,
it's just...
Here's, I think maybe it's... The thing about this is, guys, is that in my second run-through with this Archer character, I've started to get things a lot more, and the hecticness of our first time through it is less apparent to me, because now I understand how the enemies move a little bit more, and so I don't feel as trapped, because I know where their attacks are going to hit,
right.
And I like that this is a game where learning about enemy movements and attacks can be rewarded, because there is skill there, too, because it's not just leveling up your character, there's skill of dodging and avoiding stuff. And so I think that the crampedness is probably part of trying to get that skill up. But once you know what the enemies are doing, you never really feel like you can't escape them or you can't avoid stuff.
Okay.
Because, like, some of the bosses we had a hard time with before, like, I learned very quick, on the second time, even as fast as the second time through, I learned how to avoid them and stuff. Because here's the other thing, which you may not be aware of, but because every character gets an evade, guys.
Yeah, I do know that.
Pro tip, evade's the best thing in the game. You should totally exploit it constantly. Because evade not only, it evades, obviously, it's not just like a dodge, it also will have you get hit by things and just negate all damage. So there's a lot of attacks that that need to hit you. There's this one boss called the Gazer, which is a super annoying eyeball that totally rocks you.
It's a beholder.
It's incredibly
in
strong.
D&D parlance.
Yeah. And it has a couple moves that have to hit you because they're like homing. And so if you just evade through it and take all the hits, it's no problem. This doesn't even like stop the Amazon's Berserk mode. It just takes all the hits and whatever.
Yeah, the only problem is that the sorceress requires magic to evade.
Really?
Yeah, it costs her magic.
Well, maybe you don't have the same evade. Maybe
it's possible.
Maybe because like you do the teleport.
Yeah, I do the teleport. I like blink out of existence.
Okay, I don't know if that would hit with the attacks then, but for the characters who can, it's wildly useful. I got
to imagine it's still pretty useful for the.
Yeah.
I'm still getting into it, guys. I understand that maybe my complaints are unfounded, although we're pretty deep in our run.
Well, here's the deal, guys. The game has essentially 9 stages that you then replay with different routes. So it's like 9 stages with like the stages divide into maybe 18 stages because the new routes are pretty wildly different.
And it never feels tedious at all, which is nice.
Yeah, and because the levels aren't that long either.
That's true. It definitely doesn't overstay its welcome. It definitely leaves you wanting, which is always nice.
The level's maybe 10 minutes. There's a boss at the end of every level, and the bosses are all pretty fun and pretty unique.
Yeah, I one of them that I especially like, speaking of genies, is the one where you're in the Pirates Cove.
Yeah.
And they have a magic lamp, and they bring in a genie that attacks you, and you can actually take the lamp from them and summon the genie yourself and have it attack them. It's a really cool boss, because like not all of the bosses are like big bads. Some of them are groups of enemies. Like that one, it's a group of pirates that you're fighting.
Yeah.
So it always feels different every time that you fight a boss. There's
like,
never anything that
they're not afraid of taking a risk as far as that stuff's concerned.
Yeah.
The one boss, which is my favorite, which is still really awesome.
Yeah,
is
I like this one too.
You summon a golem. It's like a massive like soldier, like a statue.
Yeah.
And so he's marching down because you hear before that he has to like clear out something. You don't see what it is. As you get to the end, you find another identical golem. So the thing is, you have to defend your golem while it fights this other one. So essentially, you're fighting all these smaller enemies while there's 2 massive enemies duking it out in the back, and it's super exciting and cool. And it's something that you can damage the enemy boss, but you're probably not going to do it.
It's not going to do a lot, no.
And so it feels like it feels really unique for a fight in this kind of game.
Yeah, honestly, I was very surprised. It's quite fun.
It's very, very enjoyable. If you want some pro tips from a pro master, now that I've played it for maybe 2 hours. Just kidding. I played it for maybe 9 or probably 15 hours so far. But pro tips, here's my starting pro tips. 1, food's the best thing in the world. You want food all the time. Great. 2, get the thing that makes coins into score because it's better than you think it is. 3, dodge all the time, evade. And 4, items that are generated or dropped are incredibly wildly good, and you should always use them. Because, like, even the things you're like, this won't be good. A dagger is unbelievably stronger than you. Even if you're the Amazon full berserk, the dagger does, like, 500 damage compared to your 130 every hit. So it's no reason to not use it. All those things are great. And rideable things, like you can ride saber-toothed tigers or whatever, wildly strong. You should always use them 100% of the time.
Rideables are great. Also, guys...
those are my 5 Tom C tips.
When I started playing with Tom, Tom had already played a little bit because he was already using his Amazon, and his Amazon was at like level 9, and I was only at like level 1. I caught up like in no time at all. The
game's real nice about it.
There was never really that much of a level disparity, which was really nice.
I think that's partly because of how much experience points it takes to level up at certain levels.
Yeah, it's definitely scaled well.
Scaled very, very well to make this kind of joining in work out.
Yeah, because
it's very accessible.
Because really, as long as you go through the same levels again, whoever you're playing with's already done, it's really not going to take you that long to catch up.
Yeah, I maybe was a level ahead of him, and now he's pretty much on par with me.
Yeah,
like it was no big deal, and it's just cool. It's a great game, guys. I paid the full $50 for it. I think it's kind of worth it. Yeah, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of hours in there.
It's definitely a unique game for this kind of thing, this kind of generation, because it's definitely a departure from, the big first-person shooters and the big AAA kind of deals. It's a nice little what do I want to say? It's a break of sorts.
Yeah, totally.
From and the art style is great.
Yeah, the artwork, the whole game look is amazing and very cohesive.
It stands out very well.
Yeah,
and not in like a make fun of it way.
Not like in you stand out because you're not wearing any pants.
Not in an Emperor's new clothes.
Yeah, guys, the gameplay's real great and rewarding and replayable. The visuals are all great. The sounds are all neat. The feel is all there. If you're interested in beat 'em ups or even an RPG game, it might still satisfy you.
Yeah, it's an excellent just return to that kind of arcade beat 'em up style.
Do I think a Call of Duty guy is going to be into the game? Probably not. But if you're interested,
unless it likes boobs and butts.
Okay, then yeah, you're totally going to be into it.
Guys, we're going to see you in the next episode. Break.
Guys, welcome. Guys, you're lucky we aren't transmitting in smell-o-vision because I've eaten a lot of garlic today.
I thought that was going a different, very unfortunate for me direction.
But why did I eat so much garlic? Because it's a victory meal, guys.
What?
Just today, breaking news from the Sons, they announced that Games for Windows Live is being totally eliminated as a thing.
Nice.
By next year. July 1st, 2014, it will no longer exist, thus preventing its terrible dictatorship over games for the rest of eternity. Except you'll probably still have to use it for old games. Regardless, no new games will use it, which means that a lot of games right now that are coming out until that point will still use it for whatever reason. But that's great news, guys.
I never really crossed path with Windows Live.
I have on many occasions, and it's always sort of annoying.
I just don't know.
It's one of the many things that plagued Grand Theft Auto 4's PC release. It's for some reason on Dark Souls for the PC. It's for some reason on one of the Batman games, on BioShock 2. It's on a bunch of stuff, and it never belonged anywhere. It's not for these.
It was supposed to be like a community thing, right?
Sort of. It could connect your games with like your Xbox Live account for some reason.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, so like if sometimes I'd be playing a game on the PC and it'd be like, Jim Bob just signed on to Xbox Live, and I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I can't play with him on this. This is stupid.
Jim Bob doesn't have to know that I'm on the computer.
Yeah, it essentially was only another DRM situation, which people hate. First of all, people hate anything that's two DRMs, like, because you have Steam, which is DRM by itself.
Yeah.
Then another one. People always hate that. Far Cry 3 is one also, and everyone hates it. Because it's stupid, because nobody needs it. Because you can't play a game on Steam without buying it.
Yeah.
Like, that's all there is to it. But anyway, that's great news. Maybe there's some progress to be made there. That's all I had to say about that, guys. Have a garlicky meal to celebrate.
Yeah, that's true. Because as we all know, Bill Gates is a corporate vampire who despises garlic.
So that's when he gets up close to you and he tries to kiss you. He can't do it. Because he ate all that garlic.
Hey, come over here.
Bill Gates, I don't know if you talk like that.
My best Bill Gates impression.
I think you're maybe in his nerdier days.
It was the Family Guy Bill Gates.
Wasn't he? Was he on the Family Guy? He was on The Simpsons.
He was on Family Guy. He was on a couple episodes, I think. Because he hangs out with Lois's dad, who's secretly like the best character on that show.
Oh yeah, no, that part's true. Dude, we all wish we were the old rich white guy.
Yeah.
Who owned a boat. Actually, I just want to own a boat.
Yeah.
I'll be black and own a boat. Whatever.
I don't care.
All right, well, I'd be old, rich, and Chinese too. Whatever.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm into all these.
Do you remember that guy from Saints Row 2?
Which one?
The Mr. Tong. He was that inexplicable Chinese guy that Johnny Gat was friends with. He was in the Ronin missions.
Wasn't he the guy who died at the end?
I think he was the guy who died at the end.
No, he wasn't a friend. He was no one's friend.
No, he was your friend.
First of all, nobody was friends with the Ronins in that game.
No, he was friends with you.
Really? I don't remember this at all.
Yeah, he was like an old guy, and Johnny Gat was friends with him for some reason. I think he was in the first game.
Yeah, I don't remember this at all.
Hey guys, speaking of Saints Row, Saints Row 4 comes out today.
Tomorrow.
Today, technically.
Oh, yeah, sorry, it's Tuesday.
Or as some people call it, unreleased expansion pack for Saints Row 3.
Some people call it. I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to play that.
Yeah.
It's probably fun. I feel a little betrayed that I went out and I pre-ordered 3 and I played it and I was like, this is fun, but meh.
Yeah, 3 was kind of a letdown, but for like,
yo, hold on, what's the soundtrack looking like in 4? Then
I haven't checked.
Then we might talk.
I don't know. Let me do the research.
Because hold on, if there's like some good songs in there, guys, the only thing I need for an open world game is good radio stations. That's like seriously, that's all it takes. I know a lot of people are like, this is stupid. You're a superhero in Saints Row 4. Yeah, but if the soundtrack's rocking, don't bother knocking me off my computer.
Saints Row, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Dude, the problem is, I think I've kind of...
you Saints Rowed out?
No, I think
you're back in the mood?
I think I'm kind of been kind of lobotomized in a way. Because like when 3 first came out, I was kind of like, this isn't the game I wanted it to be. I would prefer more 2, please. But like... Now that I'm used to 3 and I've played it like once or twice and gotten used to it, now that I look at 4, I'm just kind of like, oh, it's just more of 3. 3 was a good game, and I feel like I've been tricked almost.
Dude, 3 is a game I randomly pick up and play every so often, guys, because I have it on Steam.
Yeah, that happens to me all the time. I don't know.
I'll just like start on and be like, I'm going to drive a motorcycle around, and I'm always like, it's always like just a bunch of gray. I'm just like, this is all right. I enjoyed the music and driving a jet, but that's it. It just doesn't do much for me. It might not even be released yet what the soundtrack would be.
I'm still looking.
He's hard at work over there, guys. He's mining it up, that information mine.
Also comes out today is The Bureau, which we talked about a few times as a game that looks really cool. And anyone who has a problem with it should shut up.
Yeah, guys.
It looks really cool.
There's a few games coming out in the near vicinity, guys, because there's these 2 things. There's Skullgirls for the PC, Steam version, on the 22nd, which I'm very excited for and pre-ordered already. And, of course, guys, September 3rd is when it actually comes out. Rome 2 comes out, which is when we will be taking our annual year-long break to not do anything, because we're just going to play that.
Well, you guys, you can definitely expect a Let's Play that, because there's talk of some kind of 2-player game.
I really don't. I don't have high hopes for this.
It says 2-player cooperative.
It says multiplayer?
No, it says 2-player cooperative. That's what I've seen.
On the Steam...
That's what I've... I'll bring up the Steam right now.
Bring up the Steam right now. Guys, because if there's hot seat mode, you know we're done with the show forever. We're never doing another episode. Because I'm going to be Spartying all over your face for the rest of your life.
Dude, but you got to get that sweet, sweet pre-order pack.
Guys, also, here's something that's dramatically crazy. To download Rome 2, it is 35 gigs.
Yeah, that's a lot of gigs.
Guys, you may have... I famously couldn't download Max Payne 3 because it was 30 gigs, and that was too much for me. But I almost will make an exception. Actually, almost definitely will make an exception for Rome 2, because I really don't...
Oh, no.
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 What is it?
They have Bombs Over Baghdad.
Oh, no, that's your favorite song.
I know. Okay,
that's hard to hear.
All right, I'm looking. I did find a track list.
Oh boy, guys, get ready. This is the first we've heard of this.
Not a lot of what I'm seeing in the Gen X. Not that I'm that surprised, or the Rap Station. Haven't really heard too much of those. Yeah, the Classic Station. You got the Reggae Station, and then you got the Mix, which is like 90s and stuff. You have Biz Marquee just went Song 2 by Blur.
That's a good call.
Insane in the Brain by Cypress Hill.
Good call.
Bombs Over Baghdad.
Good call. I don't know why that's not on the Rap Station. What's that?
Yeah, it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me.
But no one's questioning if that's a rap song.
Yeah, that's pretty true. Boys Are Back in Town.
That's a bad song. That's not a bad song.
It's an alright song.
It's an alright song.
It's not the song you want it to be.
It doesn't really say much about the co-op here on this screen here, guys, so I'm just going to just forget about it for now. It does say single player and multiplayer, but I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that's pretty much it looks like.
That's not a good soundtrack at all.
It's got Bombs Over Baghdad. That's all I really need.
Dude, okay, here's how that mixtape would work. Bombs Over Baghdad followed by Bombs Over Baghdad, and that's the only thing you'd listen to.
You'd probably listen to Song 2.
I don't even know that I would. It'd just be Bombs Over Baghdad for me, guys. I'm currently looking up this Rome 2 thing on their website, guys. I really don't know where they would say it. It's not really doing much for me.
Actually, they have some pretty good classic songs. Not that anyone would know that.
Oh, no. Tell everyone how smart you are.
Well, they have A Night on Bald Mountain.
Okay, here's okay. You're gonna have to sing every single one of them.
I honestly don't know how it goes.
You know how that one goes? That one's the one from Phantasmagoria.
Yeah, I know. I just never remember how it goes though.
I also don't remember how it goes.
They have Habanera from Carmen, which I think is the one that goes. Duh, 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 duh. Oh, they have a lot of Carmen for some reason. That's weird.
Okay, I didn't get it from the da 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 thing, but
yeah, that wasn't too good.
I know I've heard Habanero Peppers.
Yeah, Habanero Peppers.
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
it's a hot song, dude. Yeah, I don't know if you'd sit there listening to classical music, although you have on occasion.
I totally have, and it's always worked out to be hilarious.
Yeah, guys, we've talked before about like our playlists in what was the game called? Sleeping Dogs, and games like what's it called? Saints Row, the one we're talking about right this second.
Which one is that called? Oh, right, the one that we're talking about right now.
Yeah, that's not enough for me though. I really am not that interested. I wish 3 was like the best game ever, so that I could be like pumped about this, but it really didn't do much.
Yeah,
is there really going to be that much content there? Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
First of all, here's the deal: is I didn't care for the engine that much of 3, because the 2 engine felt more realistic and the driving was better. 3, the driving was all floating, and this is just the same exact engine and all like the same assets.
Yeah, that's. I know I can understand a lot of complaints about that because. Well, like I said, Saints Row 4, which is this game, is originally supposed to be as an expansion pack for Saints Row 3. Like, literally, exactly.
Like, unless they've vastly improved the driving, it's just not... I play those games to drive into stuff. I want to do vehicular manslaughter all day in my real life, so I come to these Vidya games in order to kill people with a car or a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And I can't do that when I feel like I'm floating on a cloud. I understand a lot of cars these days.
I like the driving in 3. I did.
Well, you're wrong to do that. You're wrong.
Okay.
You're wrong to think it's... Do you think it's good?
I thought I liked it.
Okay, well, that you can like something, but you have to admit it's not any good.
I don't know what... I don't.
Here's the deal. Did you ever play Grand Theft Auto 4?
No.
Grand Theft Auto 4 has some of the most realistic and satisfying driving of any of those games in the history of the world. I will still go back to it many times just to drive around the city. Because driving's so good. It's so good.
Because it doesn't have the... motorcycles the way you like them.
Oh, yeah. Guys, they ruined motorcycles in Saints Row 3. In Saints Row 2, the motorcycles were one of the most fun things ever. Then they ruined those. But motorcycles are pure garbage in Grand Theft Auto 4, by the way, guys. Also, guys, Grand Theft Auto 5 comes out real soon. I don't remember when.
I think it's the end of September, I think.
I think so, too.
Oh,
it's like real soon.
According to... From the Steam, plan your conquest of the known world in a massive sandbox turn game campaign mode supporting additional 2-player cooperative and competitive modes.
That's pretty. That
sounds good, right?
It sounds pretty good.
That's not like multiplayer. That's straight up 2P.
You heard cooperative, but here's what they like to do: is say cooperative when they mean multiplayer and cooperative when they mean you got to buy it on another computer and then play with them.
Yeah, but the wording there is a lot less.
It's always intentionally misleading for whatever reason.
I feel like the wording's less ambiguous because it's not like saying.
Dude, look up Shogun 2 and see what it says because it probably says the exact same thing. It's probably like, yeah, we got multiplayer. You can both look at it. Boop, boop, doop. Because they
that seems harsh.
Dude, they love screwing with me like that. Because, guys, if there was Hot Seat in Shogun 2, we wouldn't do anything else.
Yeah, that'd be too...
We'd be like, I'm Ieyasu Tokugawa. And that'd be the end of the story. But instead, we're over here playing Medieval 2 and being like, I'm that guy from Scotland or something. Whatever.
Hey, don't
we all want to be Japanese samurais.
On Scotland, man.
Dude, the other thing, guys, is that I basically am pigeonholed into getting it through Steam, Rome 2, that is, because they have this Greek state pack, which is a
Greece staples,
a greasy staple pack, which is a day one DLC essentially, which includes Sparta. Which
I don't know if it's definitely pre-order DLC.
Pre-order DLC, which usually translates to DLC you can buy almost immediately if you didn't do that. But the thing is, guys, why would I ever play this game and not play as Sparta? Unless I want to play as Rome, obviously.
Dude, I kind of have my eyes set on one of the game factions, assuming I can play. One that doesn't need it.
What?
Macedon.
Oh, yeah, Macedonia. Dude, that'd be pretty cool.
Macedonia.
It may sit on you. Guys, because dude, here's the problem is, I, like many other people, until 5 seconds ago thought Sparta was Rome. But now I know better.
Yeah. Also, I'm not seeing anything on Shogun 2 that mentions specifically 2-player stuff.
My hopes are sky high now at this point, guys.
Like,
You're
right?
hearing a very hopeful me. Guys, this vacation did a lot of good things for me because now I have childlike joy again and hope for things like this.
Yeah, you really got it back.
I really am now incredibly hopeful because, guys, that'd be super rad.
Because like it sounds like 2-player.
Guys, you're going to be first to experience our disappointment.
Yeah.
If this is not...
We're going to let you know about it.
Like, what is September 3rd the day of our podcast? Because then we're going to be like, hey, guys, this blows.
I think it's probably a Tuesday, so it'll be like the day it comes out.
Oh, yeah, that sucks. You guys won't know about it till the 10th if it sucks. Sorry, guys. I want to help you out, but I can't.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Also, new Dishonored DLC, the last one.
I'm actually pretty interested in that. I just bought Dishonored and all the DLCs, and I've been meaning to replay it, but I haven't yet. But this one's all about the ladies.
The Witches of something.
Who I am not familiar with.
It's the second part of the Dowd DLC. It's 2 parts.
Oh, why is everything 2 parts these days?
Because that's what they like to do.
Dude, that's a money grub. That's a money grubbing thing. I think it's a little bit of money grub. Just make a DLC that's the full story. I don't need a 2-part.
Would you pay twice as much for it?
No, just stop screwing with me. They don't need to charge me twice as much. They're just trying to get more money.
But if it's 2, like... I'm sure you could play both and have them be independent things, but it's just...
Yo, if I pay $15 and at the end of it goes, to be continued, I'm writing a letter to my congressman. All right? I'm going to be like, Dear Al Gore, this is not working out anymore. I need you to fix this.
I'm sorry I'm breaking up with you.
Pronto. Or this card's turning around. This marriage is over, all right? That's what I write, if that's what's happening. Because that's totally unacceptable.
I really don't think it is.
I just said it.
Because it's not. It's the way that like I feel like it's more the way that Fallout DLCs were they were different parts because they're all part of the same story. But you could play any of them and have it be independent of one.
Let me ask you this: are you paying a hooker $15 for blue balls?
I'm not paying a hooker for anything.
It's a hypothetical, dweeb.
I haven't heard dweeb in a long time.
You're paying the money to get a service, which is fun as far as DLC is concerned. I'm not paying this money to be like, ooh, because I doubt that cliffhanger is very satisfying.
I don't think it is a cliffhanger is my point. I think it's just like a continuation of...
I don't like where this Dishonored's going. It's a bad apple.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's probably more like the way the Fallout DLCs worked. It probably was part of a larger story, but if you only played one, you still got a full experience from it.
Well, if that's the case, I'm not gonna pay any hookers anymore.
That's good.
Oh wait, is that what we were talking about?
I honestly don't remember.
Okay, hookers, you're safe with me,
guys. Hooker talks. If you are a hooker, send us emails.
I don't know about that.
Maybe
the feds are already watching our emails pretty tightly.
Well, that's for other reasons because we're so patriotic. Too patriotic. That's
yeah, they sometimes give us little bonuses for being so patriotic.
Yeah.
Guys, did you know that? If you write a bunch of patriotic emails, they send you $10 every month?
Yeah.
Yeah, they call it the Patriot Act.
Yep. Patriots get $10 Act.
It's really good.
But you should show how patriotic you are to the Sons by sending us emails. Or commenting on our YouTube videos.
Or rating us on iTunes, which we did get another one, which I would dramatically read, but I can't remember where it was.
That's like a 12? We're
at 12 ratings, guys. I want you to ask yourself, do you have 12 ratings on iTunes?
No, what I really want them to ask themselves is, are they man enough to be lucky 13? Or woman enough? Or indiscriminate gender enough?
It's true, guys.
I don't judge.
Do you want to be part of a very exclusive group of people who've rated us on iTunes?
That's a very positive way of looking at it.
Guys, be one of the chosen few.
Exactly, guys.
The few, the proud, the raters on iTunes.
Guys, and we're about to give you, the few, the proud,
the speed reviews.
Tom, this is the top 10 best game intros openings, brought to you by GameFAQs. Number 10, Twisted Metal 4. Twisted
Metal 4 is a game you play as Sweet Tooth. There's a clown with a sweet tooth, and he loves giving children ice cream, and it's a really rewarding game because you see those children smile every single day. 10 out of 10. Roamin 3, Hoodlum Havoc.
In this game, everyone loves Roamin, but he has to deal with the hoodlums on the street, and then Deborah gets involved and makes it not a good sandwich. It's a 9 out of 10. 8, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, Mutant Nightmare.
I don't really support calling them mutants. I feel that's really politically incorrect. I don't really see how this kind of terminology fits in the year of the 2000s. Like, come on, maybe in the 40s we'd call them mutants. Now we should call them, Special Turtles or something. 0 out of 10. Brutal. Ultimate Ninja Storm.
Yeah, this game is a really great opening because it's like all your favorite ninjas are caught in this hurricane. They're just spinning around. There's no hope for them, but it's really interesting to watch. Gets a 7 out of 10. Number 6, Magna Carta 2.
Guys, at some point the Divine Right of Kings was questioned. Then they made a Magna Carta 2. 10 out of 10. Mortal Kombat Armageddon.
Maybe this Armageddon will save me from another Mortal Kombat game. It's a 0 out of 10. Number 4, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi.
I played this game, and I don't recall the opening that much, so I think this list is a 0 out of 10. I played all the Tenkaichis. Oh, wait, no, I didn't.
You played all the Budokai.
Sorry, I give myself a 10 out of 10, but for this part, I give myself a 1 out of 10. Anyway, Zone of the Enders.
Zone of the Enders, it's the zone. It's got an end. Well, it's the end zone. It's a football game. It's one of the best I've ever played. It's 10 out of 10. Number 2, Armored Core 3.
Armored Core 3 gets the distinctive bonus of being the game before the one I actually played, so it gets a 10 out of 10. Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
You never saw the opening?
Yeah, I feel like that's why I'm not able to judge it. So it gets a pass out of 10.
Great job.
Guys,
we
we're going to see
did
you
it.
next week.